Frank, how do you see New York City continuing to grow into a bigger, stronger hub than it already is today in comparison to the other cities throughout the world that represent themselves as connectivity hubs?
Yeah, I guess there's a good solid foundation if you take a look at the sea cable systems that connect the European continent to North America. The vast majority of those is, landed on Long Island or at the Jersey Shore. So that's a good element for the international traffic. We can tell that due to the lack of a large-scale internet exchange here, due to the absence of someone like TEX, a lot of that traffic has actually bypassed New York in the past and was exchanged in Ashburn. We want to change that. We want that this traffic that's being landed here is exchanged with other carriers in New York. So that's one element. I do believe it's a joint effort of all of the stakeholders, of the carriers, of the ISPs, the carrier hotels, the internet exchanges. So all good. I think we have a pretty bright future when it comes to carrier interconnection in the city. Traffic will grow. It is true that all of the large-scale data center developments over the last 5 to 10 years, or most of them have taken place in New Jersey. They've definitely taken place outside of Manhattan. But still, our projection is that the majority of the traffic will be in Manhattan and will be exchanged in those established carrier hotels. Interestingly enough, we talk about New York as a connectivity hub, so that's happening if you look at those carrier hotels. But even if we would light up more buildings, typically you will end up and have a limited choice in that building. You will find Verizon in the basement, Time Warner, maybe someone else. So I believe that for most of the developed markets that do have the challenge to upgrade their old infrastructure to something new, we need to look out for new models. And I like to refer to the European utility model, where I can change my electrical utility at any time and pick a new supplier without replacing the local loop. Same is true for natural gas. I can just pick a supplier and they will, feed that capacity that I need to the network in Germany somewhere, and they'll just pay a transport fee to whoever, providers are in between. I believe we need new models to grow fiber infrastructure into especially multi-tenant office buildings. One carrier-neutral asset in the basement is actually fine, and if this is a backhaul connection that goes into a carrier hotel like 60 Hudson, so all of a sudden the tenants in that building immediately would have a couple of hundred potential suppliers versus being limited to 1, 2, or maybe 3 suppliers in the basement. So again, I believe we need new models to get that fiber rollout started, and we need more choice than just 1 or 2 carriers in the basement. We will need neutral backhaul to dense sites and giving those tenants a better choice.